Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Lodge for another episode on the barn build here. Lots of updates. We got lower windows going in, upper windows going in, getting all of the tin finished on the exterior. Plus, we're going to be fixing up the concrete, primering, and actually painting the floors as well. So a guy's been out on the road doing some videos for Vice Grip Garage and got surprised when I got back. We got windows. So I'll show you guys these windows here, and they also finished up all of the tin on the exterior. It's looking really sharp. We're kind of to the point now where we're waiting on a few odds and ends. I either need to pull the trigger and get them, or they've been ordered and we're waiting on them. But let's start with the windows. We'll actually go outside. I'll show you the exterior first, and then I'll show you the interior. So I went with this cheaper, it is an insulated door, but these are basically the cheapest exterior door you can get. We'll probably end up painting this at some point, and I'll show you why. We've got some vehicles moved over here already. This was the exact idea of this awning here, was to get some stuff undercover. We got a world's first dual carbed LS DeLorean down there. I'll show you in a minute. So this is the color window we went with. Kind of took a gamble on it. They called it a bronze, but this is the brown tin. And as you can see, it's an absolute perfect match. The other shop has the same style gridded window. So we decided to do grid over here as well. Here's what that looks like. Kind of do a wide for you here. And they finished the tin down to that green treated OSB there. Lots of stuff. Bentley moved his stuff over here. Here's the DeLorean I built on Roadworthy Rescues. So this is the world's first dual carb LS DeLorean. It's got a 6-speed out of a Porsche. Had some plastic bags on it. Isn't that cool? Buddy Andy helped me with this, my buddy Chad. The guys at Volunteer Muffler helped. But it's all custom fab brackets, mounting stuff. A lot of fun. Dual carbs, got the old quick fuels on it. This was maroon, believe it or not. And then we got the 6-speed mounted up there, switchboards. Had to cut the seats to get them to fit correctly. Kind of a bugger to get into. I suppose I gotta show you the door. Yeah, there you go. DeLorean. I don't know, some sort of 80s music is what I'm saying. Might put it on the main Vice Grip Garage channel, but not really sure. Got the old M sitting out here. What a good little tractor. Should we see if it starts? We're kind of going on a miscellaneous tour here. Dead battery. I gotta choke it somehow. And well, I don't think it's gonna want to go. Not today, it says. That's okay. I kind of want to do a rebuild on this. Just go through everything. Get it done. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we strip this thing down, paint it, make it run better, do all that stuff? Bleep bloop it. So on the inside, we went with white. I think that just looks, for the obvious reason, that just looks better. And it's also cheaper to do color just on the one side. So I really doubt we're ever going to insulate this or do anything like that. This is more just keep things covered. And then these are the windows up here. I was really stressing out about these, but I think they turned out amazing. And look how much light there is in here. And it stays like this all day. Well, until nighttime, you know? Okay. Show you the other side of the building here. So that's this side of the building. It looks great, and then obviously this is where that brick is going to be going. I've got this ordered. It's just, instead of the full brick, it's significantly cheaper just to do like the veneer, or I think they call them caps. So they're only, you know, this thick, just little guys. The color I wanted is 8 to 12 weeks out. So now I'm in a pinch because we got those paid for. They said they were in stock, but they're not. So we might have to pick something else. Decided to go with brick because that's just a southern thing. Pretty much everything down here is brick. Post offices, schools, commercial buildings, 85% of the houses. And just kind of want it to blend in and look right, or stylish, rightish. I don't know. Almost all of the garages and exterior buildings have some form of brick down here in the south. So that's what we're gonna do. This is Little Grip Garages. New to him two-stroke. It's not a new bike. I mean, it's been wrecked and flipped and needs work. Way too big for him right now. I've actually been riding it, but he's gonna do something with that. I gotta move it for him. We had some stuff in here. You can see the tire marks, the oil leaks. We actually had it pretty full already, but we had to take everything out because we got guys on the way today to start fixing the concrete. We've got some cracks. Right here's one. Of course, normally I could just find these easily. Here's one. There. Is there more back here? I can't remember. I think all these back here are fine. Those are good. Oh, here's one. This one's new, actually. Oh, no, I do remember this one. This one goes all the way out into the exterior. But crack here. And then comes into this one, which goes up to here. And then this is kind of the big one. Right here, this guy. All the way up to here. So speaking of concrete, there were a lot of you that reached out that are concrete fellers and offered some advice and stuff like that, and I really do appreciate that. Obviously I'm not a GC or a concrete guy or anything like that. I can get away putting up a shed, okay, no problem. If I needed to, yeah, I could probably figure out how to build a house. But it's nice to have all of you helping and watching a guy's back, you know. But biggest comment I saw was, how come you guys don't, there's no rebar? You got to tear it all out and start over. Well, no one uses rebar down here, ever, anywhere. Is there rebar? Rarely, extremely rarely is there rebar anywhere. We do have rebar in all the footings, the back wall, and then we've got a really thick pour. And I talked to a bunch of, what are they called? I don't know, they test. They do coring and stuff like that. And they said, yeah, rarely is there ever rebar and stuff down south. They use fiber, they use high PSI, they cut it within 24 hours, and that's that. So, weighed out our options here on this concrete. What we're gonna be doing is, they're gonna be coming in and cutting these cracks, sawing them. They're gonna be filling them in, floating them, smoothing them out. This is all gonna get ground and sanded or grinded up. We got machines, and then they're gonna primer it, and then we're actually gonna seal it with a epoxy, I don't know, ballistic paint thing. Okay, that's the plan. It is not going to last forever, but it's gonna fix what we got here and slow things down, and it's gonna look nicer. And huge thank you to Summertown Metals. for taking on this endeavor. They're just wanting to make things right. They've been a really, really great company to work with. I can call them all hours of the day, which I do because I never know what day it is or what time it is or what time zone I'm in. And they're always great to work with. So I'll get you guys involved in that today. I got to move out a few more things. I'm going to leaf blow it, sweep a little bit for the guys, and then they're going to start coming out and we'll chat with them and hear a little bit more about their process. And in the next couple days, this is going to be all painted. And I decided, Jessica's walking up right now, I don't even know if she knows, I chose Battleship Gray as the floor color. Does that sound okay? I was going to do like tan, like the other shop, but to be honest, I really didn't like it too much over there. It works great for like dropping bolts and hardware, but man, does it show dirt and stuff like that. And rarely are we going to be sweeping over here, so Battleship Gray is going to be the color. I'm going to run over to the other shop down the hill, get some more work done. As soon as the floor guys come in, I'll bring it back up here and we'll get to work. Flooring guys are here. This is the Diamond Cutter 12,000 or whatever it is. It's what'd you say, 220 grit?
It's 220 volt. It's got different grit grinders.
Oh, okay. It's a diamond blade, I guess. That's pretty sweet. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll do some stuff. And then they got this big old vacuum machine. And that looks like it plugs right into that bad boy, trying to minimize some dust. And big old generator. So they're gonna start grinding the concrete, and then I got some more information on these cracks. They grind them out, make sure it's flat and smooth, grind the cut in, and then they mix up a special mortar. He said it's kind of like drywall mix at first, drywall mud. And then once it dries, it's actually harder than the concrete, and it fills that gap, and they smooth that out. And then they're going to try to primer it. You going to try to primer it today yet?
Primer today, yes sir.
Wow, these guys are going to be hustling. And then they tint that to match the top coat color, and then tomorrow they'll come float the color on, which will be a gloss. Looks like he's putting some new shoes on over here. These are the diamonds. Oh yeah. Basically, I'm assuming they're just scuffing up this newer concrete to get adhesion, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Make it bond.
So here's what that looks like after one pass. He's cleaning it over there. This guy's cleaning up all the grooves. That might be a paint scraper hooked to a stick. Works good. Whoa. Check this stuff out. Oh, it's like a gel. That must be the powder. This is all that. I'm guessing this is the joint stuff. There's a lot of it. That looks different. Oh, this must be the primer maybe. Maybe that's the primer and this is the joint. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm just trying to show you guys. Oh, this is the primer, obviously. Pewter resin. Huh. Let's go check him. Making progress. Got this whole side done. Oh wow, they're even taping off the floor and the joints. Looking good. Guys got her all ground up, cleaned out, and now they're working on the cracks here, filling that stuff in. And filling the back wall here. Tomorrow they'll smooth all this stuff out, but today they're getting the juice in there, the stuff. that does the thing. Cleanest the floor has ever been, though, I'll tell you that. Constant construction. It's looking good. What do you got, spikes taped to your shoes?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
A lot of people compare them to golf shoes.
Yeah.
I've never put on golf shoes.
Probably cheaper than golf shoes.
Oh, yeah.
This is looking great. So that's pretty much the color. This is the primer, then they'll come out and put the other stuff on tomorrow. But it's funny how just painting the floor makes things look so much cleaner and nicer. It ain't gonna be clean for long, but it does look nice. It's coming along good. They're right on time. They said they'd get done tonight. I think they're aiming on getting out about 5:30 tonight, and then tomorrow they'll come back. This is, what'd you say, 10-hour drive time on, or dry time on this?
Drive time on this?
Yeah.
About 18 hours.
Oh, 18 hours, sorry. And then,
It all depends on humidity and everything.
yeah. And I should be able to put the equipment and everything back in a couple days, which is great. Doesn't have to sit here forever. And then we can get stuff moved back indoors. Also, ran into a guy coming back from town getting some parts for a vice grip garage. And guy running a little dump truck. I says, hey, do you think a guy could hire another guy to bring some more rock over here? So he actually came out and looked at this, and we might have could have struck a deal. There's my shoe right there. Literally. So I got to figure out what to do with these trash piles. We're going to get some 1.5 inch out here first. Spread that around. It's been an absolute mess. We've been getting stuck in just about everything out here. And I was going to wait because rock is not cheap, but it doesn't make sense to be getting trucks stuck out here and spending all the time messing around with that. So I'm going to start preparing for that soon too. What a beautiful morning. Having some coffee. Look at this. This is just the primer. Looks great. You can see here there's some thin spots, but this is just to promote adhesion and stuff like that. And they've got it tinted to match the color. It looks great. It's funny how just painting a floor makes a building look so much nicer, which really wasn't our intent on this, but Summertown stepped up and wanted to help. So that's really awesome. These guys should be showing up pretty soon. It's early, sun just came up. Kind of a murky day, but they'll be able to get this coated, and then we can start getting stuff back in here. Guys are out here working away, doing some final sanding, filling some small spots, working some of the cracks that were existing, sanded the back wall. Or spot filling. And they'll be putting final color down here pretty soon. Getting a little sand on it, knocking down some of the higher spots and some of the cracks they fixed. Didn't even notice this crack. These guys found it. They'll be putting paint on here in a little bit, and then it'll be drying up tonight, tomorrow. And I just got the phone call. Garage doors are in, and they're coming 2 days from now. So this should be just dry in time. And then we'll get the front garage doors on, then we'll finally be dried in. Got the final color going down.
Is that about the color you
Yeah. What's the fairy dust do?
It's sand and texture.
Oh, okay.
Dehydrated sand so that way it ain't slick on here.
Oh, nice. We got some Grip 5000 going in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like play sand or something. Cool. Well, the garage doors are here this morning. It's going to be nice getting these up. We can finally get this thing dried in. And I'll show you the color. It's kind of a walnut-ish wood, fake wood thing. I don't know, it took a while to get them because we're going for a different look on this. And they're insulated doors, which is a big mistake I made in the other building. We're eventually going to be switching the doors on the other shop to these same doors. I just need to sell some vehicles, get rid of some stuff, and then we'll be doing that. And putting in openers or motors. We'll just pull the rope on them for now. Don't have power in here. I'm sure someday I'll get frustrated enough and bring some power over here, but for now we just wanted to get the building up and keep expenses down. You know what I mean? So here's a sneak peek at the color. Kind of a walnut-ish color. I don't know, I hope it looks good. I think it will, and that's one of the reasons we went with the brown here, and it should have brown you know, gasket stuff as well. Doors are looking good. Got some glass in them. The glass in the middle door will be a little bit higher. And I hear my rock truck coming. Decided to go ahead and get some rock down. And this guy was quick, so we're gonna put 1 3/4 inch down first. Starting with the chains here, you can measure how far this gate comes open for thickness. Guy's been doing it a long time. We'll see what the first run looks like, and then if we have to, we'll come over it again with the chains a little tighter. Man, that's about perfect. Jeez. It's so awesome watching people that know what they're doing. I've been doing it a long time, and they've perfected their craft. That's great. I don't have to move a lot of rock around. Well, the rain has once again shut us down. She is very muddy. I got some of this spread out. He put some piles here. I just started kind of moving it down. We're gonna have to add a bunch more, as you can see. And I got some standing water down here. Gonna have to dig that out a little bit so it goes through a culvert. Well, we're getting a pretty good base in here. We'll have to come back and put some crush over top of this at some point, but we're gonna let this get worked in. Got it working into the doors. A little high here, but we'll get her smashed down yet. Boys are getting ready to go ride. Gotta figure this out still. But got a pretty good chunk done. A lot of manual raking I gotta do up by that wall still. But making progress. A little light here. Still waiting on brick. We got to set up some tools in here. We got to start moving stuff in. But for now, that does it for the barn build. Thanks guys for watching. Appreciate you so much. As things develop further, I'll be sure to tune you guys back in. See ya.